Two things I want to stress upon while beginning this session is, first thing is I want to talk about video MCQs. What are video MCQs? This is the pattern that is seen in this year NEET MDS exam, and it's also seen in FMG exam. Both are set by NBE. So what does it mean is, in the 1 minute that you're given to solve a question, 30 seconds to 45 seconds, some question is being played as a video. It could be some examination technique, it could be some sign or something. And after that, in the 15 to 20 seconds, you're expected to solve the question. So this has taken the toughness of the exam to a different level. So you have to train for this. Don't assume it's going to come just like that. You have to train for this, and we can assume around 15 to 20 questions could be coming like this. Okay. Now, next is integration. This is also something we have seen in the last 2 years that is happening in the NEET. That is integrating anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, pathology, medicine, and in the same time integrating anatomy with surgery, radiology, biochemistry coming in between. So if you've seen the entire master medicine, this is something I'm extremely happy about, because entire master medicine is about integration. That is how our system works, and that is what you're going to see also, you're going to learn also now. So we are taking care of these two sections. These two are the challenges that have come newly, and we are going to take care of these two sections. So video MCQs, we are planning around 300 to 600 video MCQs will be given to you over the period of next 2 months. 300 is the initial plan, but as and when, I have made a list of topics from where the video MCQ questions will come, and I am segregating them as we speak. And soon 300 to 600 video MCQs will be available every day. I want you to do 10 to 20 of these video MCQs to train yourself, so that when it comes in your exam, it does not screw with your mind, and you have that mental ability to go forward. Otherwise, even if 15 to 20 such question comes, if 2 or 3 questions are coming in each section, it will affect your mind. But I want you to be trained for it. That's the first thing. And integration, of course, is the crux of master medicine. All of you know that we do in integrated way. So handling integrated questions also should be very easy for you. This said, what are we going to do in the final aid program is what we'll discuss. First of all, final aid, I do not call it first aid, I call it final aid, because this is like you have reached the time where the final thing has to be done. I can't call it first aid anymore. First aid is for immediate wound recovery, so this is like you're fully gone in, and this is like the last punch. So always I tell my student is this: you have to finish strong. You started strong, you started 6 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, you started strong, and in between somewhere you lost track. That happens with everyone. But these 2 months, finish strong. Very, very important. The one that decides success is the ones who finish strong, and believe that if you start today also, you have the ability to finish strong and bring that results to you. At any point in time, do not think, okay, my fate is going to be like this, my GT scores have not improved, my GT scores is less than 100, so I'm just going to sit down and take my fate. No, tell yourself that even if my GT scores are less than 100, I am sure that if I put in the hard work in the right direction, I am going to improve my results and get my dream seat, get my dream life. Okay, so this is the thought process. I want it running in your mind. You should stay in a cocoon of positivity. Have that faith in yourself when nothing is working. Okay, so this is what is needed from you for the next 2 months. Okay, now let us get into the program. The classes are starting from July 1st. This is for NEET PG 2026. That is what it's planned for. And the things are spaced repetition, retrograde learning, active recall, and daily PYQs. All these are going to be part. I'll explain about it. So what are we going to do? The big picture is the first cycle is going to run from July 1st to August 9. In 40 days, we are going to finish the 19 subjects once. I'll be showing you the schedule also. Next, in this, what are we going to do is, we are going to have one first reading and one space repetition in third day. Okay, so one space repetition in third day we are going to have. After this 20 days, in this 40 days also, we are dividing into a 20 day cycle. So after these 20 days, in the next 20 day, again we will be starting from beginning. So if you see, almost by spaced repetition, we will have 2 to 3 revisions. Okay, in this. And I will tell you subsequently how to do spaced repetition, how to do active revision, what I will be helping you with and everything. Next, the third revision. So if we finish 2 revisions here, the third revision will come in 15 days, that is from August 10 to August 24. Then rapid high yield revision will be there in the last 5 days. We are going to have rapid high yield revision, which is going to be from August 25 to August 29. Okay, so this is what is the plan. Now, what is the plan, what is included in this plan? First I'm going to talk about that, then I am going to talk about how your daily schedule is going to be. Now, what's included? First I want to start with video MCQs. This is the addition we have made yesterday after coming to know the pattern change. So like I told you, we are planning now for 300. I'll try my best to give around 600. I don't want to bombard you with a lot of MCQs. I just want to give the most expected ones that is expected, and majority are going to be from medicine itself. So I already have a bank of videos, luckily, of medicine. So we are going to have at least 300 is what I think is ideal. We can overboard a bit if you're finding comfortable. Okay, we'll see about that. Next, the most important thing, we are going to do retrograde learning. So what is retrograde learning? Retrograde learning is you start from the MCQ, you go through the MCQ, you solve the MCQ. From there you understand what is important, and from there you go retrograde fashion and you study that topic, you study that approach. That is retrograde learning. So what I'm going to do is I am going to give you 10 years of PYQ of NEET PG and INICET, and this is not in random arrangement. It is going to be arranged year wise, topic wise. Like as soon as you open, for example, general physiology, you are going to get general physiology, all MCQs of NEET PG in one folder, INICET in one folder. And it is going to be arranged year wise, like it is going to start from 2025, then 2024, 2023. So I want, though I have given you 10 years, that is 2016 to 2025, I want you to follow 7 years of NEET PG and 3 years of INICET sufficiency. INICET is generally, though pattern overlap is there, the way they ask questions are totally different. I don't want you to worry too much about INICET questions at this moment. I want you to focus on NEET PG pattern, especially last 7 years, especially focus on the PYTs. That's what is needed more than pattern. I want you to focus on the PYT. So even though I've given 10 years, if you do not have time, just solve 7 years NEET PG and 3 years INICET. And further, if you feel like, okay, I want to practice more, I have more time, you can go ahead and solve 10. There is no compulsion, there is no necessity, it is totally up to you. Okay, that is the first thing. Now, how will the explanation be? Okay, so I will give a PDF in our Telegram group in few days as how the explanation is going to be. But we are going to have questions and then answers are going to be in table format. And every correct option is going to have 5 points mentioned about it, which are going to be the expected way in which this PYQ question can come in the coming years. That is, this is going to be the PYT, that entire topic, whatever this question is about, I am going to explain that in 5 points, so that you quickly read this 5 points, you will be covering that topic. Then second part is I am going to give why others are not correct, that, and this entire thing is in table format. Okay, so it will be easy for you to pick up later when you're revising. It will be easy for you to pick up an answer. Okay, so this is the first thing. Next, you will be getting daily targets. So daily targets in the sense what long subject you're doing. You have seen here in our schedule. If you see, you'll be seeing here, you will be getting a primary target, you'll be getting a short subject target, and after day 3 you will also be getting a spaced repetition target. So you will get daily targets and you will also get spaced repetition target. Now I am not going to give random targets like only physiology, do cardiac physiology, do cardiac pathology. I am going to tell which are the topics that you do also, and we will be integrating. So if you see, we are doing cardiac action potential and ECG, and then immediately next day we are doing ECG again. So that sort of integration you will see across the entire schedule that we are following. So physiology, pharmacology, pathology, medicine, anatomy is going to be integrated, and soon as we finish this section we are going to enter into surgery, so that surgery and radio also are very close, so that we integrate all these subjects. Okay, so one long subject you're going to get, and of course we are going to do some short subjects. What's the idea of mixing long and short is, see, I'm a person who cracked NEET PG during internship. There are many short subjects I could not do well, so you do a long plus a short subject. So just in case you're not getting time, you can leave the short subject and focus more on the long subject, which is going to give you more marks. And for short subjects, you know, in master medicine we have 2 hours video only for all this ortho and everything, short subjects. So you can quickly, maybe in a day, just sit and passively watch the videos also, and whatever points you're getting from it, you can score from that. So focus more on long subject. That is what is the main target of this. Okay, so you're going to get a daily target which includes a long subject, a short subject, and a spaced repetition revision. Now, from now, for example, this was the topic of the day. For example, general physiology you're doing, general pharmacology you're doing. Morning, you're going to solve all the PYQs that is there about these 2 topics. Okay, and in the evening, what I'm going to do is, I am going to take 25 topics from general physiology and general pharmacology and anatomy which have been asked previously, and I am going to twist it. If you guys have been seeing me on YouTube and Instagram, my test and discussion session, you know, I just twist it in a way in which it could come in NEET PG, and I am going to teach you. I am not here to tell some rare things which may or may not come in exam. Those are not your rank decider. Around 150 to 160 are going to be PYTs, out of which 100 are going to be straight away PYTs which all of you will answer. 50 to 60 are going to be twisted. These are your rank decider ones. Okay, these are the ones which are going to decide whether you're going to get less than 10,000 or whether you're going to get more than 50,000, even 1 lakh. So these 50 to 60 is what I am here to teach you. Not the another 40 questions, basically majority of it depends on luck, and some you can answer with your knowledge also, with what ruling out skills I'm teaching, you can answer with that. So this 50 to 60 is the thing what I am training you for, and which is going to be the rank decider. Don't think that 20 rare questions is what is going to decide your rank. That has never decided anyone's rank today or in the future. Okay, so that is what I'm telling you. You have to focus on what is going to be asked. Don't go behind rare things. Okay, so this 25 questions I am going to give, and you're going to have a discussion of which is going to be recorded. Live sessions are going to be weekly ones, which is going to be half an hour or 1 hour, where I come and interact with you. See, in the live sessions that we generally take on YouTube or on the app, we generally don't get to see your faces. I don't get to talk to you all. Only via chat I get to talk to you all. So, and I'm not very comfortable with that setup. So generally the lives I conduct it on Google Meet or Zoom, so that I will be able to see you face to face, and we will discuss techniques like active reading and spaced repetition technique and some sort of motivation that I can give you, because that is equally important. Your mindset motivation is equally important as your subject. So that now, if you have any doubts, you can always put it in the group. You know that in the app we have a dedicated group for each of the batches, so you guys can discuss among yourself. I come around 3 to 4 times to the app messaging, somewhere around 8 AM, then I come back at 2 PM, then I come back at around 7 PM, 8 PM. So I come some 2-3 times. Whatever is unanswered, I will also answer. So don't worry that your doubts will go unanswered. Okay. Now, for the PYQs, there will be no discussion, there will be only explanation. For this, there will be discussion. For the 25 questions I am posting, there will be discussion. So, every day this will be around 30 to 45 minutes. That's it. Okay, rest time I want you to study your daily targets. Test and discussion I want you to attend only for 30 to 45 minutes. Now, in this 4 full revision cycles I already explained to you, we are going to use the spaced repetition technique. And we are going to give 5 grand tests, out of which 1 grand test I am expecting you to give it today, like I already mentioned you guys in the app. Rest 4 grand tests, 2 will be giving in a span of 50, in a gap of 15 days in July, and weekly once we will be giving 2 GTs in the next month. This will be given by me itself, in app it will be. Okay. Now this PYQs and the test MCQs together, you will have more than 100 MCQs to solve in a day, so that you get practice. And I will tell you about this Pomodoro blocks. Now, you also get focus points. What are these focus points? These focus points are nothing but every subject I analyze the previous year's paper, and I give you, you guys have an example in Telegram group. I give you in this topic what are the things that are important and what is going to come in the exam. So if not for anything, if you have only half an hour, you pick up the focus point and only study that topic. You don't have to study the entire notes, just study that topic. From that topic, mostly 95% of the time from that topic question is going to come. Okay, so that is what I want you to focus on. That is focus point. So daily PYQs I told you, and this is a very beautiful thing that we have. We are going to have a consistency checklist in WhatsApp. That is, what are you going to do? Yeah, so this is the example of the consistency checklist we have. So what this will do is, this is going to be in WhatsApp. That's the first thing. Then how many of them are going to do this, you will be able to see, and that will create some sort of motivation. For example, 7 a.m. you wake up, you go read the focus points, you come and tick it off. You tick off in WhatsApp. It's you will have a tick button there, you can tick it off. Then 7:05 a.m. you join the virtual library. Then 7:05 to 9 a.m. I want you to sit at one stretch, do the PYQs, solve it, and then do your daily routine activities, whatever. Then between 9 to 11 p.m. whatever spaced repetition topics are given, I want you to do active revision. So how do you do active revision? Take your notes. Like for example, if it's master medicine students, you already know what we do. We have a table format of notes where we are going to give left sided column, the right sided part is going to be empty. You should recall and you should quickly write, and whichever point you could not get, you go back to your notes and revise. Only if you need any additional help, go back to video. Do not see video primarily in revision session. That's very, very important. Otherwise, all of you, just take a blank notebook, write roughly. Okay, within 2 hours, you should have finished your revision topics. Write roughly, and you, whatever you have missed, you cannot remember, go back and see that point. And trust me, this is the most effective way of revision. If I have not studied 50 times for my entrance exam, I did 2 to 3 active revisions before exam. That's all. That's how with limited time also I could crack a seat in internship. So this is the importance of this. If you know, I have been talking about active revision and spaced repetition from beginning. It has worked. It has worked for me. It has worked for thousands of people who have cracked with less time. So don't give up on that now. I know it's frustrating, but trust me, it will work. And if you go see my student reviews of last year, whoever gained a rank came and told that spaced repetition worked, active revision worked. That is what was their highlight. It clicked for them very well. So I'm telling you, it will work. Okay, don't give up. So active revision and spaced repetition is done. Then between 11 to 8 p.m. whatever daily targets I have given, I want you to solve that. In between, you have your lunch and do some exercise. Don't skip on exercise. That's really important to keep your stability of mind. That's something I don't skip till date. Because it stabilizes my mind and gives me that calm and energy to do. I'm not telling you to do heavy workouts, do any form of exercise. It might be stretching, yoga, even gym workouts, strength training, anything, but don't make it very heavy so that you get tired. Okay, then after that you come tick off. Then 8 p.m. we are going to give you the test. You attend the test, have your dinner, and at 9 p.m. you come back for the discussion. Okay, 9 to 9:45 p.m. you come back for the discussion, and after that what I'm expecting from you is at 10 p.m. you revise whatever are your weakest subjects. You do the 20th notebook of that. Okay, and then you plan your next day. Then at 10:40 p.m. we will be, you come back, finish ticking your consistency checklist. We would have put the targets for the next day, go through the targets for the next day and sleep. This is going to be your routine for next 2 months. And by following this routine, I can tell you that you will move much forward. My first batch students, many of them are messaging how their scores have improved from 70, 80 to 120, 113, 115. So many students have messaged. So I am telling you, it's going to improve. Just believe and go like that. Okay. So this is what you're going to see. So why Final Aid works is because we use the retrograde learning technique, active recall, spaced repetition, and daily time study blocks is going to build your exam stamina. Okay, so I think already the schedule you have seen. This is how we are going to give you the schedule. We are going to have T&D, spaced repetition, short subject, long subject, and I have already mentioned which are the subjects we are going to finish. Trust me, I keep telling this, schedule is my headache. You don't have to worry about schedule. Okay, schedule is going to be my headache. Leave the schedule to me, leave the planning to me, leave the headache part to me. Only thing your work is to sit and study, follow the plan and study. Leave the headaches to me. I am there to take that headache of schedule and planning and what is important and what is not important. Leave that to me. Okay. Now, next, if you are working person, then what I would say, you cannot follow this schedule. So if you're a working person, obviously morning, I want you to find at least 2 hours prior to work. Okay, if you're starting work by 9, at least wake up by 6 to 8 is one time I want you to do revision. Because see, you might think, okay, let me finish the subject first and then I'll start with revision. That day never comes. And if you're thinking that I will finish the entire first reading and then I will start reading next, then you should understand that you've forgotten everything you have studied for the first time. Then what is the point of studying even? So don't miss on revision. So 6 to 8 you do revision, then I'm assuming 9 to 5 you're working. I am hoping you will get to solve MCQs. I want you to do only NEET PG 5 years and INI CET 2 years. Okay, you are not going to do the entire thing, that is not needed for you. Solve only 5 years and 2 years. These are the PYQs I want you to solve between 9 to 5. Please try to find some 60 minutes. This is just for next 2 months. I want you to put this hard work. Okay, it's not for your life. Next 2 months you're putting. Of course, PG is a different sort of a headache. We'll discuss about it after 2 months. Not now, not now. So just try this 60 minutes. You have to do this, and after coming back home, I am hoping by 7 you will be able to sit to study. So 7 to 12, 5 hours you should complete your daily target, out of which definitely 1 hour will go for your dinner and all those things. And I am assuming that walking and you are doing some amount of physical activity at work and your mind is engaged at work. So even if you're not getting time for exercise, it's okay. Just a post dinner walk should be fine for you. 15 to 20 minutes walk you can do. Apart from it, in this 5 hours, at least 4 hours do your daily target. And yeah, and attend the quiz. Okay, attend the quiz for 20 minutes. The discussion of the quiz you can attend somewhere in this work time. Passively you can watch, because discussion does not need any full attentive sitting. It is just the approach. You can passively watch between 9 to 5, or keep on Sundays. Sundays I'm hoping you have off. Otherwise try to get off on Sundays. Talk to your team member, talk to your HOD and tell them to give you Sundays off now, and you can work those Sundays later. On Sundays you sit and finish all the discussion. You will have around 5 to 6 hours of discussion. On Sunday you sit and finish it off. Okay, so this is what I want you to do if you're a working individual. I hope I have cleared all your doubts. If there's anything you can DM, I will approach back. The thing is simple. We are going to give you targets. You have to study with those targets. Now, where to do the targets from? There are two set of students. One is master medicine students who have access to my videos. Of course, you will do from there. The other resources students can do, you do from your own resource, no problem. If there are students who want my resource also, we have given a coupon code at 70% off that is going to run till tonight. So you can utilize that also. If you want to take my resource also, that is fine. Okay, there is no problem with that. So, whichever is your resource, do not change your notes or anything now, that is not needed. Okay, so this is what is about final aid batch 2. If there are any doubts, you can message. If I'm not able to get back immediately, my team will get back to you, and let's do this together. See, I am ready to give my 100% to make you reach the goal of less than 5,000 rank. I've always told this, that's my dream, for you guys to get less than 5,000 rank, and I want you to give that 100%. Okay, for the next 2 months, whatever has happened till today, forget it. For the next 2 months, I want you to give your 100%. Okay, if you're ready, I'm also ready. Let us start this. Okay, let us start this with positive hopes. So I hope I have cleared your doubts. Anything you can just message me, not a problem.